Okay, in this video, we are going to do the second ITS327 assignment, and so we're at the web page here for the course, and we can click on the calendar and see that we are going to do this assignment here for Chapter 2, and we're going to, so I click here, and this is a description of the assignment. We are going to first review last week's assignment, in which we created a page like this, and we created a page like this, and we're going to start with a basic web page here, Lee's Landscapes, and we're going to do some things to it. We're going to make some slight modifications to the web page, and we're going to add a couple pages. So let's get started. Okay, let's see, we're going to start with an About You page that is very similar to this Greg's Gambit About You page, where you're able to ask some questions. And basically, it just replaces the screen text here. And we're going to add a similar page to Lee's Landscapes. Tell Lee about you. So let's begin by, we can download the files here from the website. So I'm going to click here, and this thing comes up, and I'm going to save this on my desktop. And it loads down here. So let me just desktop here. And then I'm going to open it. Right click, extract all, and this appears. And I'm going to extract it right on my desktop. That's fine. Extract. And this comes up. And let me drag this onto the desktop. And I'm going to close this. And now I'm going to open this. And I'm going to start modifying the index.html page. I'm going to right click, and I'm going to open with Notepad. So this appears. And now we can start editing. Let's see what the assignment says. And before we do anything else, we want to personalize the page by replacing all the visible occurrences of the name Lee with my own name. And it says I do not have to change the file names. And also replace the email address at the bottom. So let's return to Notepad here. And I'm just going to do a search, replace, and I'm going to look for Lee, and I'm going to replace it with Richard, and I'm going to match whole words, and I'm going to match the case. And I think I'll do this one at a time just to confirm that it works. Find next, there's one, replace, 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 replace. Just replace it. Replace, 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 replace. And we can close this, and you can see that all the places where there was a Lee is now a Richard. Okay, so let me replace the email address. Okay, and so I can save this, and I now have a template that I'm going to use for my making the rest of my pages. Now, before I do that, I think I'm going to go ahead and FTP this down to my website and see how it looks online. So to do that, I will start by going to my website here. And let's see, I'm going to look at my website, which is and there's nothing there now. If I click on assignments, you see I have no assignment. So I'm going to open FileZilla. Let's see, I've got that down here. And I'm going to, let's see, log in to ITS327.info. And I'm going to a username and my password. And I can just click connect. And this comes up. Should only be once that comes up. And on my left I have my desktop, and on the right I have the server, my server. So I'm going to just scroll down a little bit here, and I should go into public HTML. That's my web server, the home directory, and you see here's my assignments folder. Okay, so I'm going to open that up, and now it's empty. And over here I've got my leave folder, and we see that this is the file I just updated. So I'm going to close this, and I'm just going to see if I can switch it here and let go, and it copies it over. And when it's done, let me go back to my website and refresh. Here's my leave folder. Let's open it up. And here we have Richard's Landscapes. And we see that Richard has been replaced. There's my email address. And we see that this part works. Yeah, thanks. Cool. Yeah, I know.